Imagine you have a form where users can submit their email and password, but inside that form they can type anything: wrong email, wrong password, or even completely broken input. To prevent this, we use something called validations. Validations mean before saving or processing the data, the server first checks it. If the data is correct, it continues. Otherwise, we stop the process and return meaningful error message back to the user. Now that we have understand what is validation, it's time to create our own validation rules. So in here, I have already created this form. If right now, if I click submit, nothing will happen and I don't get any error messages, even if the fields are empty. So in here, I want the name, email, and age to be required. So for that, in the body tag, I will open my PHP tag and let's close it as well. Then for each of my required fields or input fields, I will create a variable to display the error message or to store the error message. For the name, I will type name error, and by default I will set it to empty string. Same I can do with the email error and with the age error. Then after that, I have to check if it's empty or not, if it's an empty string or not. So for that, I will use if condition and I will say if post, then my input field name. In this case, name, because I want to type the error message for the name, or I want to check the error input name field. And in here, I will say if post name is equal to empty string. In that case, set the name error to name is required. Now let's save this and click the submit button. Still, I don't get my error message. The reason is because I'm not echoing this error. So let's create a div here, div, and inside this, we have to open and close our PHP tag. Then we have to type name error. Now I got name is required. Same thing we can do for email and age as well. So let's copy this and paste it here and change the name to email. This one also to email. Let's do it one more time and this time change this to age. Now let's copy our divs for all the fields. Change this one to email and this one to age. Now I got all my error messages in here. Name is required, email is required, and age is required. Let's give all our divs a class as well. So let's give class of error, copy to give out a style, red color, it to be more specific. And in here, let's type error. Set the color of this to red, red, and let's give him a font size as well to 14 pixels. Okay. Now our error messages are displaying in here. You cannot just uh, check the empty string. You can do many other things as well. So in here, if you want to add one more logic to check for the name, that it should be more than 3 characters, and for email also we can check if the email is in the right format, and finally for the age we can also check that the age should be a number. So we can do those also. So let's start with the name, that it should be more than 3 characters. Now in here, in our if condition, you can type else if str length, which shows the length of a string, Then we will pass our post name in here and we will say is smaller than 3. And that case set the name error to name must be at least 3 characters. Now if I type here 2 characters in the name field and click submit, I will get name must be at least 3 characters. And if it's empty, I will get name is required. So let's type full name. Now I don't get any error messages. Now for the email part, I can type anything in here. I want and click submit. I will not get the error message because we have not added that condition to check if it's email or it should be an email format. So for that in the email, if we can type else, if not, and we have a built-in function that checks that for us. The name is filter var. Then we have to pass the value which comes from the post and our name. Then we will can type filter validate email. So if it's not a valid email, then we will set email error to invalid email format. Now we got invalid email format. If I type it again, we got invalid email format. Click save. Email is required. Now if I type a correct email address, submit, the validation error message is gone. Same thing for the age. I can type anything I want. If I click submit, the validation error message is gone, which is not what we expect. We expect the age should be a number. So again in the F, after the F of age, we will type else, and in here we will check if not is numeric. This is numeric function checks that the value is a number or an integer or not. So it will accept only one parameter, which is the value, and we will get that from our age field. And in here, if it's not true, we will say age error should equal to age must be a number. Now we got age must be a number. So let's type a number here. It's gone. So now let's fill our form completely. Click submit. All the validation error messages are gone. Now, if I open my form in a new tab, so let's copy this and open it in a new tab. In here, I get some warnings that says undefined array key, name, email, and age. The reason we are getting these warnings because when we load our page for the first time, we load it in a GET request, and in the GET request we have not getting these keys age, email, and name. To prevent these warnings, we will just work all our if condition inside another if condition, and on that we will check that the request we are getting is get or post. So these validation messages should only be displayed in a post request. So let's type here if $ server, and inside here request method. This will give us the request method, which is get or post, and we will say this if this equals to post. On that case, run these logics. So let's move all of them inside our if condition. Now the warning messages are gone, and even if I copy it and paste it in a new tab, I don't get those warning messages, but our validations still works. If I click this submit button, I will get my validation messages.